Okay guys, now we're gonna go ahead and do the helmet. For the helmet, you'll need blue yarn. And basically, from row 1 to 14, you'll follow the directions that was written on how to do the head. So you'll want to do a magic ring of 6 single crochets. So go ahead and follow the directions as you would if we were doing the head. And I will meet you up once we are finished with row 14. Okay, so I'm finished with row 1 to row 14, and if you put the helmet on top of the head, you can see that it reached just above the eyes. So we're gonna go ahead and do row 15 now, and in row 15 this time we're going to do 2 slits for the eyes, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. So if you look at the directions, it says to first single crochet in 16 stitches. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 15, 16. Okay, so once we've done 16 single crochets, we are going to chain 9. So how you're gonna chain is you're gonna grab the yarn and pull over. And you can see this is 1 chain. So I'm gonna do that 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Once you have 9 chains, and then you're going to count 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and on the 7th hole, you're going to poke. You're going to put your hook through and pull yarn over and pull through. And now, so we have 1 single crochet. We're going to do 3 more, so there's going to be 4 single crochets in total. So this is 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to chain 9 times again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then count 6 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And insert your hook on the 7th hole. Yarn over and pull through. And now you have 2 little slits for your eyes. And just to make sure that these slits are big enough for your eyes, you can always put it on the head and adjust them. Depending on if the holes are big enough, you might have to chain. You might have to do more chains instead of the 9 chains shown. This just depends on how tight or loose your chains are. So mine looks like it's a good slit opening for the eye, so I'm going to go ahead and stitch the rest of the rows. But yes, you guys can go ahead and just adjust it and make sure that the slits are big enough for your eyes. So once you've done that, you can go ahead and single crochet for the rest of the row, and I'll meet you back up at the marker. 16. Okay, on to row 16. On row 16, you're going to single crochet on each of the stitches. So let's go ahead and do that. You will have to also single crochet for the chains. So just in case. So how you stitch in the chain is, let me grab the noodles. You do the same thing. So you're gonna insert, so you're gonna insert your hook in between through the hole. And so make sure you have 2 on top, and if you flip it at the bottom, it's gonna be 1. So let's go ahead and do that. So you have 2 at the top, and if you flip it, there's 1 at the bottom. So pull through, grab some yarn and pull over, and that's 1, and you're going to repeat that for the rest of the chain. Okay, now we're done with row 16, and on row 17 we're going to do a single crochet for the rest of the row. Okay, once you're finished with the last stitch, go ahead and finish it off. And what I do is pull the thread through. And I'm gonna use my yarn needle and go through each stitches until I run out of yarn. Sewing in and out. I'm gonna take my yarn needle and sew in and out of each stitch to make the line look seamless. Now let's put the helmet on top of the head. Now we're going to go ahead and make the nose. In order to make a nose, grab a decent amount of brown yarn. We're going to go ahead and use the yarn needle. And tie the ends. So the nose is going to be placed right under the mask, so right here. And these are 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, that we're going to use as the nose. So in order to start, we're going to poke the needle inside the head and out through this hole right here. Once you have that, you're going to poke the hole. You're going to poke through right here and come out again through the other hole. Like so. And basically what you're going to do is repeat sewing through these 2 holes until you make a big enough bulge for the nose. Once you've made a big enough bulge, go ahead and sew the needle inside the head and just zigzag it out so that it tightens it up. And cut off the thread. And there you have it, a little button nose for your Captain America.